Hello, this is Levistro, the Dragon of Cyberspace, coming to you with all news, tips, and tricks within the gaming spectrum. And it seems like Valve is going after Windows' launch again. As our technical reports, Valve takes another step towards SteamOS, a true Windows competitor. We've known for months now that Valve is expanding its Linux-based SteamOS operating system beyond the Steam Deck to other handheld PCs, starting with some versions of the Aegis ROG Ally. This week, Valve has begun making some changes to its Steam storefront to prepare for a future when the deck isn't the only hardware running SteamOS. A new SteamOS compatible label will begin rolling out over the next few weeks to denote whether a game and all of its middleware is supported on SteamOS, including game functionality, launcher functionality, and anti-cheat support. Games that don't meet this requirement will be marked as SteamOS unsupported. As with current games in the Steam Deck, this label doesn't mean these games will run, but it does mean there may be some serious compatibility issues that keep the game from running as intended. Valve says that over 18,000 titles on Steam will be marked SteamOS compatible out of the gate, and that the game developers won't need to do anything extra to earn the label if their titles already supports the Steam Deck. SteamOS uses a collection of apps translation technology called Proton to make the unmodified Windows applications run on SteamOS. This technology has dramatically improved SteamOS's game compatibility compared to older SteamOS versions that require games to support Linux natively, but it still can't support every single game that Windows does. Valve says the SteamOS compatible label isn't meant to imply how well a game will run on a Steam Deck or any other SteamOS handheld, but that this label is just the first step. The company is continuing to work on ways for people to have better understanding of how games will run on their specific devices. That's relevant because Ally and many other deck alikes are using newer chips than the Steam Deck, which was originally released in early 2022, and very slightly improved via faster RAM in late 2023. Valve is seemingly in no particular rush to overhaul the Steam Deck's internal hardware, and as long as its true third-party deck clones with newer CPUs and GPUs will gradually go from being a little faster than the deck to being an entirely different performance class. Valve still hasn't said whether its long-term plan is to offer a generic version of the SteamOS that can be installed on any PC hardware, a la the original release of SteamOS back in the early 2010s, or if it's just offered the software directly to PC makers. Third-party community maintained distributions like Bazite offer a Steam Deck-like experience for generic hardware, but only after jumping through a few installation hoops. And there you have it. But what do you think, viewer? Do you have a Steam Deck? Put your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, happy gaming.
Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest eye of reclaim gaming and Dragon Cast! Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Levistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight.